for your name. You make me can't move, me no want move. Oh Lord, you just a bubble like a champion, and I walk it like a champion. So you can't rush them, gyal, with your back weak. Have to run out for her like a athlete. Bubble like a champion, and I walk it like a champion. We no broke it up, no shall not eat. Long marathon, drop meat. Alright, then a gyal no want tie soldier. The freaky head figure walk over she want it. Yeah, till she pick up a sleep. Then we wake up and start over. This a heavyweight title bout. Body to body, no design to mount. This a the final, crowd a watch. Referee kick off the match. Just a bubble like a champion, and I walk it like a champion. So you can't rush them, gyal, with your back weak. Have to run out for her like a athlete. Bubble like a champion, and I walk it like a champion. We no go killer, no shall not eat. Long marathon, drug meat. Tell me, turn up and watch you from your day over there so. You just a walk it and a wine and go whistle. From me say you me know me, I forget you me woulda spend every dollar, euro, every peso. Your body intimidating, still I'm not hesitating.
Yes, 3 minutes going on past the hour of 1 o'clock.
Fitness training, just a bubble like a champion, and I walk it like
We're just about to begin our talk on the block.
You rush them, gyal, with your back weak. Have to run out for her like a athlete. Bubble like a champion, and I walk it like a champion. We no broke it up, no shall not eat. Long marathon, drug meat. Alright, then a gyal no want tie soldier. The freaky head figure walk over she want it. Yeah, till she pick up a sleep. Then we wake up and start over. This a heavyweight title bout. Body to body, no design to mount. This a the final, crowd a watch. Referee kick off the match. Just a bubble like a champion, and I walk it like a champion. So you can't rush them, gyal, with your back weak. Have to run out for her like a athlete, like a champion, and I walk it like a champion. Oh yeah, where she come from? Me don't know, yeah. Walk it like a, move it like a.
Blacks, I tell the youth, leave Babylon and come. Get the good, just leave Babylon and come to Rastafari.
Opening today from 3 p.m. is Milan's Bar and Grill next to Minia's 7-Eleven supermarket in Louisville. On the menu will be finger-licking eats such as grilled and steamed dolphin and cowang, grilled chicken breast, baked ribs, chicken and fish fingers, fries, wedges, potato salad and baked potatoes, garden vegetable, salad and chateau water. Our bar will be well stocked of all the popular alcoholic drinks, beverages, and local juices. Come hang out with us at Milan's Bar and Grill today, Friday from 3 p.m. Call to place orders. Numbers are 235-4711 and 448-4711. Milan's Bar and Grill next to Minia's 7-Eleven supermarket in Louisville.
Back at where it all started. Wings Productions presents Black and White Fang. Saturday, April 2nd, 2016 at the all-new JR, the Icebox. And of course, the dress code is strictly enforced. You must wear black, white, or both. Classy, creative, sexy, and sophisticated. Admission $20, VIP $60 with limited drinks, cocktails, and hors d'oeuvres. And it's all going down at the all-new JR's, the Icebox.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since you're pretty, soon as you came in the door.
Dominica's hottest DJs will be in action for the evening.
Jasmine, DJ Fantastic, DJ Flip the Boss, DJ Matthew, Dr. Miguel Labadie, and DJ Smooth. Band time is 8 p.m. until sunrise. The Black and White Thing Reloaded, the signature event of the year, is back April 2nd. Be there to be turned up. Sponsors at Digicel, Charles Boutique, Accessories Plus, Galway Hotel, Pirates Limited, Smooth Vodka, Monkey Rama, The Icebox, and Carrot Bear. Wings Production. Bring it on.
And I'm free, and nothing.
It's 1 o'clock, and we are going to begin the talk. We have in studios with us this afternoon a young lady, Miss Corrette, and you said your name. You said is what?
Angela gave me a degree of night doctor.
Night doctor. Okay. All right. And you had a very specific concern. You're concerned that you had discussed that with us originally. You wanted to come in and tell your story, what happened to you with regards to your work and so on. So you were working at the Grotto home, and you were working there for several years.
Not a lot of years.
Yeah.
I will put a year and some months.
And some months. Okay, you've been working there, and you got permission
from my supervisor.
From your supervisor to travel overseas, right? From what you've been saying, and you said you got that permission in writing. So you got a letter that actually gave you permission to travel overseas.
And when I come back,
for your work, and with the assurance that when you come back, and
get my job.
Tell us the circumstances of you going overseas. What prompted you to leave at that time to go overseas?
Well, good afternoon to Q95 listeners. Well, Dr. Fontaine is my father that take a fall from a ladder. And take the fall that my sister called me and tell me so I say, okay, what I cannot help but she take care of him until, but at some time she called me and she tell me that your father want to see you. So Dr. Fontaine, your father want to see you. You have to try your best to go and see what your father have to tell you. So I told her, well, I cannot come and see my father right now because on my right side of my hand it is not right. So she tell me, don't worry, he paying your passage for you. So I say, okay, if he paying the passage, the only way I would feel to come would be in 2016 in the month of March. So she tell me, well, he not too bad. If it's that I want to do, she will tell him so. But at the same time, she called me back and said, no, your father want to see you. Dr. Fontaine, trust and confidence, there is two different words, but two different meanings. So I went and I talked to my supervisor. I said, listen, my father take a fall from a ladder, and look, he tell me he want me to come up. And to tell the truth, I don't know now if I should go or not. So she telling me, she encouraged me, in fact, for the longest while I could go. Because sometimes he fall sick worse and he die, and then I might feel guilty and so on. But at the same time, my children telling me the same thing that she was telling me. So I make up my mind and I go to and I say, okay, I agree to go. And so then I call my sister and say, okay, I agree to come. So send the money or send the ticket, whatever she's doing. She tell me, okay, she'll send the money and I'll buy my ticket here. When I went and paid my passage, they give me the August, on 29th of August for me to come back. I went to my supervisor, I said, listen, you have to give me a letter, and then look at that time I'm going for me to come back. I will spend 6 months with my father after I haven't seen him for almost 20 years. So I said, but at the same time, my job, she tell me, don't worry, man, I'm in charge. When you come back, you'll get your job. She gave me the letter stating that when I'm going to one on holiday, I will come back, Good, I had the letter. But whilst I in England, I was calling her off and on. If I don't get through with her, I used to call my co-worker, and I sure they used to tell her I try to call and so on. But when I had to come down on the 29th, I went to the airport in London. They tell me, listen, you cannot travel today. Because why? The airport, Melvin Hall Airport, have been destroyed. I say Melvin Hall Airport have been destroyed, too much naming have that why destroyed. So at the same time, the girl laugh. Anyway, I come back and I tell my father, well, they give me a week. After the week, I agreed to travel. I reached in Antigua, I stayed a night there. Then the following day, I couldn't travel because I didn't hear my name called. When I come, it was too late. I had to stay in Guadeloupe for the weekend. Dr. Fontaine, as soon as I arrive in Roseau, my daughter take me to Grotto home where I see my supervisor, Mistress Lucia Blaze. Then she started telling me about Erica, about stone and what I tell. I see all that. But when must I start? She tell me, well, she will let me know. For the month of September, there is a saying, all shall eat. So I feel, well, because of a week, the girl that had my place, she may be making her make the month. And after, by November, she would call me. So I don't bother. But when I see the 1st of November that she didn't call me, I went to her. And she telling me that the board members have to have a meeting about me. So I'm saying, but why should board members have a meeting about me? Yes, they have to have a meeting about you. So I say, okay, when they're ready for the meeting, they have to call me. I say, set October, November, December come. When I was coming and visit the people there in November, Mr. Irish.
Don't use any names. Just keep it to the board members because they're not there to defend themselves. So just say.
All right. So the board member, I see one of the board member. He told me he didn't know I went to England. I say, you didn't know I went to England. He tell me no. But for the Christmas now, when he meets me coming in the yard, he telling me, by the way, we have to have a meeting about you. I say, you have to have a meeting about me? Well, let me tell you, sir, I wishing you today. I wish you season greetings, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And when you're ready for the meeting, you'll call me. December, January, February, up to now, nobody haven't called me to tell me anything for the meeting. I called them for that whole week. And up till now, none of the board members haven't called me to have that meeting with me.
So it's been almost 4 months now, and you've not heard anything.
And I wrote to one of the board members a letter talking about my job. You know, look, here is the letter. Talking about my job. And not even that, I get a reply of.
Okay. So really, what would you like to see happen now? You know,
Well, to tell you the truth, I would want them to call me and tell me what have I done wrong that I can get my job back. Because my job was not only for me, but for my grandchildren. You know, it was more for my grandchildren that when their father, mother can't give them something and they ask it to me, I know how I can give it to them. Yes. Especially all of them. Some go in secondary school and some go in primary school.
And you feel you should get that job back because you had a promise in writing.
Yes.
To say
that when I come back, I will get it.
But was the date specified in that letter? Was there a specific date on which you had to come back that was given in that letter?
I had to come back on the 29th and
yes,
the weekend.
Because of the storm, obviously.
No, let's say before the storm. I had to come back on the 29th and I had to start the job on the weekend, which was the Saturday and Sunday and so on. I had to start the job on the weekend. You understand?
Okay, so I understand, yeah.
You check, and it's when now talking to a friend of mine, which is a strong on the other side of the party, telling me that I won't get my job because the ladies in this and it's when she told me them things, I put 1 and 1 are 2, but not 1 and 1 is 2, it's 1 and 1 11. You understand? It's 22. I put it that way because I say, oh, it's only now I realize. Because when I bring a little token, she say, and I was going and I was saying, but why somebody can bring a token for somebody and for them to say, I need to, something not, it was just wasn't making sense to me with all them things. You understand?
Yes.
It wasn't making sense. And she took my job away from me, I will say it positively, because of political color. Because I was seeing what happening with the colors, and when I talk about what she said, she lies to the elderly. I put it straight. Maybe at that time now they get the opportunity to fly me out, and then they did. But the board members don't know if I went to England.
Okay, so but the board members, so really what has to happen now is for the board members to meet on your case and make a determination so that everything can be laid out before that.
Because to tell you the truth, Dr. Fontaine, they don't know that I went to England. And why should you want to have meeting about me? In what way you want to have a meeting concerning me? What did have I done? And that is what I want all the board members to come and tell me positively what have I done wrong that they want to have a meeting about me. And that is what are killing me. I can go to church, I will enjoy my service a certain time. I cannot. I at my home, I do my work well a certain time, boom. That thing bothering me because I want a reply or I want an answer. Why?
Yeah, and I can understand the way you feel, and I really hope that now that you've made your case to the public, and I'm sure the board members are listening, and my hope is that very soon you'll get a call back, and that can be taken care of.
But
because I can understand, how you're feeling, obviously.
They're listening since Friday last week, because since Friday I called on the board members, please. I want to have the meeting they have about me. I want to come and solve the problem. It is time for that meeting to hold on before Friday. I said that for Friday today, give it 8 days, I was putting $5 especially just to give the notice.
Okay, all right, excellent. Well, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. Like you say, I mean, my hope is that the powers that be, the people that are responsible, will in fact, they would have heard your story and basically get to the bottom of this, because I don't think it's fair if you're given a promise and in writing that this promise cannot be fulfilled. So let's hope that can be taken care of. Okay?
Yeah, and give me the letter that I have given to you.
Yes. So thank you very much for coming in, and we really appreciate you sharing your story with us this afternoon. Thank you. We'll take a break and we'll come back.
Dominicans, there is another mosquito-borne disease called Zika. Zika disease is caused by the virus of the Aedes aegypti mosquito, the same mosquito that carries dengue and chikungunya. Zika can cause pregnant mothers to have babies with very small heads and other deformities. Avoid mosquito bites. Avoid Zika. Zika can cause you to get red eye, rash, fever, headache, swollen hands and neck. You can also get diarrhea, stomach pain, and vomiting. Most people will not show signs and symptoms but may still have Zika. Remember, Zika can cause pregnant mothers to have babies with very small heads and other deformities. So pregnant mothers and those planning to get pregnant, protect the unborn, avoid mosquito bites, avoid Zika. This is a message from the Ministry of Health and Environment.
Wow, Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Thompson, and good afternoon to your listening public.
Yes, how are you doing?
Not bad. Very good, terrific. Before I start, I'd like to use a little quote. The author's name I don't remember, but there's a quote that says, "Man, proud man, dressed in a little brief authority, his essence of fantasy like an angry ape, plays such fantastic tricks before high heaven as make the angels weep. You know, this kind of victimization that's going on in Dominica, the sad thing about it, what is the role of the court, the legal system, the judiciary in this whole thing? Look at the case of this young man who was the security officer at Melville Hall, Mr. Jones. To this date, the man is still unemployed, out of job. He has to look after his family. Look at what happened to the son of Pastor
Rodney. Pastor Rodney.
And all these people who are being victimized. Look at what happened to the employees, the workers at Public Works. My goodness. Isn't the court supposed to be the referee between the people and a repressive government gone out of control? We don't seem to have the court because it's an institution that has been demised. We don't have... What is it that is protecting the people from a government bent on, if you are not worshipping at the feet of a man who has now made himself God literally, that you're not supposed to eat, your family not supposed to survive, you are no longer a Dominican, you have no rights. What has become of our Constitution? These people, these lawyers, these judges, these magistrates that are supposed to be the watchdog of the Constitution to uphold the rights of the citizens of this country. The abuse of children. What is happening in Dominica, my God? People, it is time that we start. I listened to Pastor
Rodney.
Pastors this morning trying to shed some light on the darkness that has overshadowed the country. But people need to get up and we need to do something. This has gone beyond tolerance level.
Yes, indeed.
And our tolerance level has gone, and we must now get up and do something because this thing cannot continue forever.
Thank you very much, Scholar. I do agree. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Stream effortlessly on our world-class mobile network. Welcome to Different. Welcome to Flow.
This is how we bond, and this is how we share. Let the whole world know this is how we flow.
See how we're doing things differently at discoverflow.co.
The Dominica Youth Business Trust announces its Entrepreneurship Development Program, which will run from April 11th to May 6, 2016, and its Small Business Assistance Facility, which will run from June 7th to 9th, 2016. In this regard,
you're watching WICE Q95 TV. Stay tuned for Caribbean music, news, entertainment, drama, creative Caribbean video, and happening cultural events. Only on WICE Q95 TV.
I just love Q95.
You're watching WICE Q95 TV. Stay tuned for Caribbean music, news, entertainment, drama, creative Caribbean video, and happening cultural events. Only on WICE Q95 TV.
I just love Q95.
You're watching WICE Q95.
Back at where it all started. Wings Productions presents Black and White Fang Bang. Saturday, April 2nd, 2016 at the all-new JR, the Icebox. And of course, the dress code is strictly enforced. You must wear black, white, or both. Classy, creative, sexy, and sophisticated. Admission $20, VIP $60 with limited drinks, cocktails, and hors d'oeuvres. And it's all going down at the all-new JR, the Icebox.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since you're pretty, soon as you came in the door.
Dominica's hottest DJs will be in action selection for the evening. DJ Fantastic, DJ Flip the Boss, DJ Matthew, Dr. Miguel Labadie, and DJ Smooth. Band time is 8 p.m. until sunrise. The Black and White Thing Reloaded, the signature event of the year, is back April 2nd. Be there to be turned up. Sponsors at Digicel, Joss Boutique, Accessories Plus, Galway Hotel, Pirates Limited, Swinner Vodka, Monkey Rama, The Icebox, and Carrot Bear. Wings Production. Bring it on.
St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival celebrates an unforgettable journey with the best of the years, recapturing the most nostalgic moments, creating new magic with their Supply and Chris Standring, George Benson and Joey Alexander, Cool of the Gang and Omi, BWB and Shaggy are just a few, alongside headliner Mark Anthony. An island party not soon forgotten. The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 25th anniversary, April 29th to May 8th. Visit stluciajazz.org. Executive producer, the St. Lucia Tourist Board, platinum sponsor RBC Royal Bank.
Brighter Days, the one-stop shop for your baby diapers, wipes, cleaning products, grocery items, and bulk or wholesale items. Located on the corner of Great George and the Hillsborough Streets by the All Saints Medical School. Visit us today. Open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Telephone number is 448-1636. Brighter Days.
I am coming to you live from Shama's Home Decor, located on 58 Independence Street in Roseau. Now, if you don't know what Shama's Home Decor is, you're missing out on a whole lot of decorative ideas, because Shama's Home Decor is a home furnishing store that caters to every single decorating need that you have. Now, if you come into the store, it's a quaint, small store, you know, of different pieces in the store. You come down the stairs, and from the time you hit the entrance, you'll see a wide array of rugs and carpets and cushions and curtains. You cannot miss them. They're right here at Shama's Home Decor. Now, in Shama's Home Decor, it's set up in a neat way that you can come in, and whatever room in your house you're trying to decorate, you're trying to organize, the lovely, friendly staff will be able to assist you in getting the pieces that you need. So if you're looking for something for the kitchen center, you can get it. The bedroom center, you can get it. Bathroom center, you can get it. Living room center, and of course they have the fragrance center going on at Shama's Home Decor. Now I'm gonna start off in the back of the store, because you know I like to work my way from the back to the front, and we're in the kitchen center here right now at Shama's Home Decor. In the kitchen center, they have a wide range of plate sets, so you can get plate sets in all different styles, all different colors, all different prices. Also, whatever your price point is, and you may have a budget, and you don't really care how much you spend, you just want to get a great gift, an awesome gift that someone will keep loving and keep liking and keep loving you for. You can actually come on down to Shama's Home Decor and get something for the kitchen. So they have the jar sets, so you can get the 3-piece canister.
If you need things for Kaipul, you know where to go. So that how you ordinary, then you will go to an ordinary place for things. But if you know Unio Bel Kai, have also Moon Kini class, then you go to Shama's Home Decor, downstairs DBS sales office. Shama's Kafuni with class, elegance, Peter chandeliers, candle holders, nothing to compare except you go to Buckingham Palace every way as we young and the restless. Mais c'est Shama ni tout Peter pour simple bedroom, living room and kitchen. Tout bagay ka match. Et va changer côté Shama Home Decor ou pas obligé en Gouajan pour ka you garder kon ka Gouajan.
Homebase Limited has relocated its warehouse to shed number 6 at the Canefield Industrial Site opposite the call center. We thank our customers for their continued support, and for further information, call telephone numbers 449-2214 or 612-6631.
Opening today from 3 p.m. is Milan's Bar and Grill next to Minia's 7-Eleven supermarket in Louisville. On the menu will be finger-licking eats such as grilled and steamed dolphin and cowang, grilled chicken breast, baked ribs, chicken and fish fingers, fries, wedges, potato salad and baked potatoes, garden vegetable, salad and chateau water. Our bar will be well stocked of all the popular alcoholic drinks, beverages and local juices. Come hang out with us at Milan's Bar and Grill today, Friday from 3 p.m. Call to place orders. Numbers are 235-4711 and 448-4711. Milan's Bar and Grill next to Minia's 7-Eleven supermarket in Louisville.
Calling all patriots across the United States and Canada to join Dominica United in a grand black tie event as they raise funds for the parliamentary opposition as they strive to promote a transparent government in Dominica. The dinner and dance take place in Atlanta, Georgia on March 12, 2016 from 7 p.m. with guest speaker, leader of the United Workers' Party, Lennox Linton. For tickets and information, call 678-468-1558 or contact us at exit202@hotmail. Tickets are going. Get yours now.
TV. Stay tuned for Caribbean music, news, entertainment, drama, creative Caribbean video, and happening cultural events. Only on WICE Q95 TV.
I just love Q95.
We, for a conversation, of course, we're talking this afternoon about, the tendency in this country to victimize people because of their political beliefs. And I would really like to hear you weighing on this for the next few minutes we have on Talk on the Block. If you can call us here, 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097, or you can call us on the overseas line, 305-432-9624. We would like to hear your take on this all-important topic. You may have a similar type situation where you've been victimized, or you know of someone who's been victimized because or based solely on their political beliefs. So if that's the case, give us a call. We'd certainly like to hear from you on this. This is certainly an area we would like to look at and really, talk about, because I don't think it has any place in our, it's certainly not in our country at this time. So if you have a similar situation to Miss Corriette and you've heard about some similar type occurrence, please give us a call here on our telephones, 449-3095, 449-3096, and 449-3097. This is Stuck on the Block.
Dominicans, there is...
I'm with you, my planet. I'm with you, my love.
All right, let's go to the telephones before our caller here. Good afternoon.
Thompson, good afternoon to you, Roy Tavernier.
Yes, good afternoon.
Here am I trying to leave the radio alone, but it's almost impossible.
All right.
She has been well, and far from Point Michel I know well, she has been well and truly been victimized. Now, part of my job in Britain, in London actually, was to hire and fire people. I can tell you, in that instance, the lady herself should have had a letter from either the board or her manager to explain to her why she is not required to be at work anymore. That seems to have been what's happened. I would advise Fanfan, before I go any further, to try and seek a lawyer who specializes in industrial relations. And I would suggest David Bruni, who has been trained in the white man's country in Britain and who's lived there. But the very first thing I'd ask Fanfan is, first of all, what does her contract of employment with that organization say? That's something I want to know about that.
She has no contract. All she had was a letter from her boss saying that when she comes back, she would get her job.
No, what I mean about contract, when
I start work now.
Are you with Thompson? Are you still there with me?
Yes, certainly.
When you are employed in this country, and I think our relations are similar to Britain, do they not give you a contract of employment which stipulates the conditions and terms under which you are employed?
No, sir.
They don't do it. They didn't. Oh,
She's saying in her case she did not have that letter.
But she got permission to go to Britain.
Yes.
From her supervisor.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the difficulty she's having now is that she cannot produce the letter. She somehow lost a letter that she had.
You mean the supervisor? I'm got a copy of that letter.
Of course she has.
Well,
of course
I'm sure she will have that. Yes.
In a court of law, she would have to produce it.
But
what I think has happened there, Fanfan, is it seems to me that I heard about the board is asking her that they didn't know she was in England. The board does not need to know. Those of you listening to me on the board, stop making a fools of yourselves. You do not need to know, as long as her supervisor knows. If the board has any problems with Fanfan, they should go to you, the supervisor, and ask the supervisor about Fanfan. But the board on their own doesn't even need to know where she's been, because the supervisor can produce all the information that is required. I am just shocked that at that level of being a board member, you are picking on an employee probably because he doesn't support your party. It is time, that's why I keep on working the word black, It is time our black people here stop pressuring their own kind of people. Thompson, the Chinese look after the Chinese. The Indians are the masters of looking after their own people. The black race is the only race on that planet who likes to victimize and pressurize and enslave your people. For what reason? We've been through the damn enslavement thing years ago. Why do they do that all the time? And that's what I've suggested to you, Thompson, about a new way of running that country now. You put power in the hands of a little bunch of black people, they begin to think that they are white people doing slavery. Yeah? And the white man in Britain, lastly, will tell you, Thompson, listen to me, I've lived there, I know if you've lived there, they will tell you when you give a black man or woman a position of power, they begin to act like white people during slavery, because power is in their hands and they don't use it properly, they use it to oppress you. And it is time that we in this country look after our own people. We cannot be enslaved anymore. And the people who are trying to victimize Fanfan, you all should be ashamed of yourself, In a country where you cannot produce employment, you are even victimizing somebody. Thompson, this has to stop,
I agree with you on that. Certainly we certainly can't continue.
Papa, go and see David Brunei and bring them to the courtsman, for God's sake.
Thank you very much, caller. We appreciate.
Nobody can love you the way I do. I'm with you, my love. With you, everything is well. Your love, they make my heart to do yoli. Nobody can love you the way I do. I'm with you, my love. You see the way all the things they flow. So I'm surprised to see how they love you so. Girl, I just suspect, say them no. Say that you be the person where they make me flow. Ooh, I tell them, say you are the blessing, and that's why you are so interesting. Nobody is understanding the way you are. Oh, my beautiful girl. Now all this
certainly would like to hear from you if you have a similar type situation. I just want to weigh in on this. Good afternoon.
Yes, Tom. Sorry for calling again. Thompson, I've said before, and I've said many times ago, what we have for these boards in Dominica, they put people on boards who have no idea what their role, their function, and their responsibility happens to be. They are there because a political party put them there, and whatever happens, it is in the interest of the political party. It has nothing to do with the organization which they are supposed to oversee. The other thing is this: in Dominica, I have found that we do not have managers per se, with few exceptions, and I've called those exceptions several times. What we have are corporate terrorists who terrorize employees, abuse them in their own way. In some cases, they have to utilize them for them to get. They don't have what we call managers that understand managing an entity in Dominica. It is one of the things that I don't know. People steal money, they mismanage money, they call them with fraud. People who mismanage the resources of a company should be held accountable.
I agree.
It is the same way.
Yes,
there are very few managers in Dominica that I can point out and say, these people are, and one of them is Mr. Derek Pinard. He used to be with Barclays. The former Prime Minister Edison James, Gary Ed at Whitchurch, and of course Mr. Philip Nassif at DCP. Apart from that, I don't know anybody in Dominica that I can call and identify as anybody who is real management in the true sense of managing a company. As for the members on the board, I don't know what they belong to. You have somebody on a bank board. Nobody on the board knows anything about banking, yet they're on a banking board.
Yes,
you have
indeed.
you have somebody on the Agricultural Development Bank. The chairman, basically, probably apart from adding, maybe he can just balance his checkbook, but he's chairman of a development bank.
Yes, indeed. All right, caller. Let's get in some more calls. There are more people trying to make a point. We have very little time. It's already 18 before the hour of 2 o'clock. Thank you so much for this. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Yes, indeed, we've lost this caller. Please call back.
Wow. They make me go insane. It go make sense if you come my place. If you know hear them, I go talk them again. Your love would affect my pain. Oh my love, I they go insane. Just leave them the way.
Yes, caller, go ahead, please. Okay, let's try this other line. Good afternoon.
Yes, Doctor, even though she takes the matter to the court, I am of the opinion that she's not going to win her case because she stayed in England for too long. 6 months is a long period of time.
Did you stay for 6 months in England?
I stayed 6 months in England taking care of my father.
Okay, so all right, but I guess
and they know the supervisor knows 6 months. While she did, the supervisor knows 6 months.
Okay.
You understand? The board members know nothing. But the supervisor know is 6 months because I went to take care of my father, in which I did a good job. Because when I brought my father back to the doctor, you know what the doctor tell him? Who is the one taking care of him? Because for the amount of people that suffer with their civics and their part of they couldn't walk, they have to walk under you. That is the time they have to walk. And my father walked before the year end up. The doctor tapped me and said I did a good job, and I was proud of it. But when I come down 6 months, the board members don't know nothing except the supervisor. And all the men among the supervisors, I watch them right now and say they are little boys.
Well, you know, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm thinking that if she had permission to go for 6 months, then that is just because people do give you non-paid leave for that length of time.
I didn't get no money for
so
nothing.
it's not unusual, and especially for medical emergency, I could see that happening. I think the critical thing there is whether or not the supervisor, in fact, told in writing that she should come back on September 1st. And if that's the case, then she certainly has a very strong case, and she's in a very strong position.
Girl, I can't believe, baby like you come to my way, and me I go like, make me go find somewhere where me and you go there. Now there I go tell you say I want you. Now there you go know how much I need you. Now there I go promote my rose flower, give up to you, tell you I love you. There's no delay for every day. I want to share my love with you. Anything you want I go give up to you. There will be no more problems if you give your love to me.
I know it's difficult in Dominica sometimes to speak up and to speak out, but all we're saying is that this cycle must end, okay? That this is a right under the Constitution, a right to support whichever party you would like to vote for whomever you would like to. And people should be judged based not on whom they vote for, but on their performance on the job.
1 + 1 is equals to.
We need to be kinder to our friends and neighbors. We need to do better than that in Dominica.
That's why I say there's no delay for every day. I want to share my love with you. Anything you want, I go give up to you. There will be no more problems if you give your love to me, baby. Me and you, That is why I made you my choice. I say nobody be like us. We do make sense. That's why I say.
Yeah, you know, we had the question, and we were talking off here about whether or not you were given the 6 months leave. You were given 6 months leave by your supervisor.
If because I told him it's 6 months I paid my ticket for. You understand? And I get that 6 months.
Okay, so
I get that 6 months. So I would like to ask the young lady right here, if her father would fall down, hurt himself, and the father would send for her, if she would stay 1 month and leave her father in a condition and then come down to Dominica, Dr. Fontaine, if they give me 2 months and I stay for 6 months, I would not come and sit down right here. It would be my fault. Anything that would happen, that they tell me, no, you cannot get that, and is that you can get, and for me to stay more, I would not come here. But it hurts, not only for myself I did that, I was working for the sake of my grandchildren. You understand? And then for her to tell me board members, I forgive them. They know nothing. They know nothing.
yeah, no, I understand this, and as I said, to me, it comes down to whether or not you were given that time out. And not unusual. Some people get even a year off, no pay leave to take care of medical emergencies.
I don't get no pay.
So that is understandable. And the fact of the matter is, you did not stay beyond what you're required to stay.
At no time. Okay. I did not.
So thank you very much for clarifying this. All right, it's 14 before the hour of 2 o'clock. We close it up at 2. But you can still call us here, 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. And from the overseas line, you can call us at 305-432-9624. Good afternoon.
Thompson, it's me again. This could also come under the heading as compassionate leave, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Could be given compassionate leave as they do. Sorry to mention the white man again. Compassionate leave, you could do it in 2 instances. You could either do look, you can take 6 months off from work. We will substitute you with somebody else until you only come back. But we are only going to pay you for 3 months or for 2 months. The rest of the 4 months will be unpaid leave. So the 2 months would be compassionate leave paid, or 3 months or 4 months. But she could have got compassionate leave to go and look after her dad. Simple as that, you know. And somebody else takes the job for 6 months. When she comes back, she returns to her job and the person leaves. A simple thing like that we can even do in Dominica.
Thank you, Mr.
Oh my God. Thompson, Thompson, good afternoon.
Yes, I understand the frustration indeed. Yes, good afternoon, caller.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Fontaine.
Hi, good afternoon.
Is the supervisor have the authority to give her leave? That is the question. Who had the authority to give her leave? Did the supervisor have the authority? And if the supervisor did not have the authority, then she cannot claim that she got leave legitimately. So that is the question that has
no, you've raised a very interesting point there, but at the same time, if that would be the fault of the supervisor, because she would need to be advised by the supervisor. So if she took on a role that was not hers, if you're saying that it is the board that should grant leave, and very, very unlikely that is the board, because usually it's the supervisor, the manager of the facility is the one that does the day-to-day operations. And what's the practice there?
She talking about leave.
Yes, I'm going to ask Miss Corriette, what is the normal procedure?
About leave. When that happened to my dad, I went to my supervisor. She encouraged me. She told me if I do not go and my father died, I will feel guilty. So she given me the advice, it's best I go and see my father.
Yes.
And when I come back, I'll get my job.
Right, we understand that. But the question, I'm saying that in the past, when you've taken leave, who is the one who gives
I never get there is no leave. I will never take leave for working. I work on a weekend. I work on Monday and Friday. The following week, I work Monday, and then I work the weekend. And so I wasn't looking about leave. I was just there. I know I work in. And now the time come that my father is in need of me. So I asked, can I? And then I hear, okay. My plan was for this year, March. And the travel agent can tell you, yes, when I come, I had come at the beginning for 2016 for the month of March.
More of a telephone calls. Good afternoon.
Me again.
Yes.
What the already saying she wasn't entitled to that kind of leave because her work apparently is part-time.
Yes, that is
She
true.
wasn't entitled to that kind of leave.
But do you think the supervisor should have given her a letter saying that she would get a job back when she comes
The
back?
supervisor is wrong because she is not she's not the owner of the business. She cannot take such decisions.
But you know, the supervisor, she is the manager of the facility. She's
There is manager and there is owner and
Who
authority.
is the owner then?
The
May I ask?
authority, because she's not a permanent to say she's working how many 8 hours a day. She's working. It's from what she just said. She's
From 8 to 4.
part-time.
I work from 8 to 4
part-time.
on a Monday. I work from 8 to 4 on a weekend, or maybe the following week I work from 8 to 4 on the Monday and then the Friday.
Well, that is part-time work. Okay.
all right. Thank you very much, caller. Let's take more of your calls. Good afternoon.
Thompson, you know, this caller there is really annoying, you know. Thompson, I mean, I respect people's opinion. You're asking if he's a since when board members give people leave? He's the only person the board member.
No, I think the argument she's trying to make is that the supervisor has no right to give leave,
How does she know?
or if she has no right to give, she cannot give that kind of leave, which to me does not
Is she a
make
board member?
much sense.
Is she a board member? Is she the director of the place?
Yeah, because bear in mind she's not working with a contract even. So without the contract, all of these issues are not worked out. Yes.
That is irrelevant. Leave in situations like that. Your supervisor approves your absence from work. You have approved absence. If the supervisor did not have the authority, it is not the employee's fault.
All right.
If the supervisor acted beyond the authority, that is a problem for the board and the supervisor.
Indeed.
The employee should not. What is wrong with these Dominicans? What they use for their little gray cells between their ears?
All
My
right.
God, that's a simple thing.
Thank you much. Let's get some more callers. Good afternoon, caller. Yes, go ahead, please. All right, let's try this one. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, good afternoon.
What part-time have to do with it? Excuse me, if the lady had a letter to show, she's supposed to get her job back and the days that she lost. So part-time have nothing to do with it. The supervisor told her yes, she can go. So that's up to the supervisor and whoever to fight it out. But the lady only want to go to court and she's entitled to her job back.
Thank you very much, and I do agree. I do agree with you on that very much. So, let's take this other call and then you'll come in. Yes. Good afternoon.
Hey, pleasant afternoon to you, Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
Yes. Good afternoon.
And pleasant afternoon to your guest in studio, Ma'am. I share your pain. I am really hoping that what you said is the truth, and if that is the truth, all I can advise is, right now is to just keep trusting in God, and I'm really hoping that supervision will rethink that decision and reinstate you, because I mean, in a time like that, somebody decides to take time to go and check on their family. I mean, you should not be hesitant in giving them that time out, and when they come back, they should be reinstated ASAP. I mean, I'm not too sure why they would have to do that to you, ma'am. So, like I said, just keep trusting in God, and you will be fine, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Appreciate it. Let's take this other telephone call. Good afternoon. Talk on the block.
Mr. Fontaine, I want to ask the lady how long she been working there, how much leave was she entitled for, how much leave did she take, and did she have documentation on the time that she was given the leave from the supervisor? Yes,
she has documentation. She got a letter authorizing her to leave for 6 months and that when she got back on September 1, her job would be there waiting for her.
Right, but if that is it, then she is legally on leave. She shouldn't have a problem. When she come back, her job should be there.
Right. So that's what we are saying. She should be able to pursue that through the courts and get through with that.
Right, because she legally on leave. She have documentation. She didn't do anything wrong.
Yes.
Right, that's what I'm hearing. But if that is how it is, just like I asked you, then she shouldn't have a problem.
Yes, indeed.
Right, she should get an.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.
The funny thing in that is, I know this situation in the workplace, how it is. I come and I tell her, you sure I'll get my job back? She tell me, I'm in charge. When you put all them things together, that is a hurt, you know.
Yeah.
But as the young man tell me, just leave everything to God, which I doing, and I praying for that.
Yes, indeed. Let's take your final telephone call. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. Fontaine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's wonderful. I've been listening to some of the callers, and they're talking about that the lady had no right, the supervisor had no right to give the lady the time off because she's not the owner. And I'm talking about that is pure nonsense. Because on let's just say on a regular day, this lady wanted a day off to do some type of business or to attend a family funeral. Should she go to the board for that day off, or should she go to the owner for that day off, or she go to a supervisor?
Yes, it seems, that's a very good question. It seems the supervisor has had the right. And the fact that she could put it in writing tells me that she was, she has the legal obligation or the right to do so. Yeah.
Right. Because in my case, I work for a company, 7,000 employees, right? If I need to take a leave of absence, I don't go to the president of the company. I go to Central Manpower and say, listen, I need a leave of absence. Here's my reason why. And they're going to okay it. They're going to give me in writing that they give me the time off. You know, the president and the board of the company has nothing to do with what Manpower, because Manpower knows the employees and not the owner or the board.
Yes, indeed. All right, thank you very much, caller. Yes, we certainly share that view as well, and thank you so much.
All right, have a good day.
All right, thanks. And let me say thanks to everybody that that called this afternoon. Certainly has been my pleasure. It was great to have you, Ms. Corrett, and I truly hope that it will work out for you, that you will in fact get your job back as you deserve to.
Yeah, because I will say thanks to all those that called, because it's my pleasure with elderlies, because you wouldn't believe I brought things that I could help the elderlies with. I come in there sometime and just bring my machine and helping one or two of them. You understand what I mean? Because it's my pleasure. That's why I say if I have to get a job, I'd rather help someone that have no money at all than one that have. Anyway, thank you everyone.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Huh?
You too, Dr.
Calling all patriots across the United States and Canada to join down.